Plus?
Yeah, she's not in the beginning of it.
Oh, season 4 was
only,
2008.
Yeah, you don't see her till later. But she's got some melon knocks. Okay, and so every time I watched the movie as a kid. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host, the most, Sam, the Bomb, and of course with me every week is Danny Hootenanny.
Why did you sound southern there?
Because I'm in a bluegrass band now, and that's how I talk. And of course we got the old Nickety Nick Buckety Bucks.
Guess the flavor.
I like how that's Nick's thing now, is opening
It's not even
LaCroix
beer, it's just
bubbly.
water. You gotta guess the flavor. Guess the flavor.
Mango.
A hint of grapefruit.
Oh no! Wait, no. Watered lettuce.
Can you hear the water bubbling?
Lettuce flavored water.
Okay, maybe not. It's the flavor.
No, I can't hear the
The
bubble.
flavor is pineapple.
Is that bubbly?
Kudos
or
to
LaCroix?
every listener who got that one right.
Is that bubbly or LaCroix?
It's Waterloo, the best of the bunch.
Waterloo. I've never been to Waterloo. Dude, I like how that's the Nick's thing now. You have to open up a little thing at the beginning of each.
I don't know how long I'll do that. I just did it for a few times. I didn't have an intro before.
I don't know if I want to make that my thing.
Let us know if
dude,
you hate it.
This,
I'll stop.
yeah. Dude, this week we're going to talk about anime that needs to be remade. Now, we did an episode a while ago called, sequels, remakes, and reboots or whatever, where we kind of talked about that a little bit. But this is purely things that have already been in anime that we're like, nah, run that back real quick because that sucked. Or it just needs a fresh new look, or they just did an OVA and they didn't get to adapt the manga fully. So these aren't manga that aren't anime that we wanted to be anime. These are things that already were anime that we think need a fresh new makeover. Okay?
A facelift.
So I thought that would be really fun to do. Facelift.
Breast implants.
Fucking thigh implant. I saw this video of a dude
God.
with a calf implants.
Oh, dude, that's a real
my
thing.
God.
That's a real thing. Some people got skinny calves.
Yeah, no.
Some people got skinny calves.
Because he had chicken legs and he was like ill confident. He's like, I can't do leg day. It sucks. It hurts my legs. And then he got calf implants.
No, not even that. Like some people just have skinny fucking calves. They can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that was
really
this guy.
funny.
That was this guy. Like he couldn't fucking he just had chicken ass legs. Anyway, dude. So I'm excited. I got a pretty decent list. Some things. Yeah, I would suggest busting out the bottle of whatever liquor you're drinking right now and pouring like 5 shots in a row because I'm going to mention things that are going to be like, everyone take a shot. But that being said, of course, you already know where it does, how we do what we do, when we do it, when I do it, when you do it, when I do it, when I do it. Links.animesummit.net. That's where you go to find all the links to listen, to party, to hardy, to farty, to the Uncharty. All right,
Uncharted
Spotify.
2.
If you go on Spotify, leave
starring Spider-Man.
Uncharted 3, starring Spider-Man.
What's that guy's name again? Oh, Tom Holland.
Mark Wahlberg. Hey, goat. Say hello to your mother for me. Dude, if you go on Spotify, leave us a rating, please. If we get to 100 ratings, I will do something fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Twitch stream where I just give away a bunch of shit to people.
Let's do a giveaway. That's the best way to get people to do it.
That's a
planning on the
Let's actually
podcast.
fucking do it. I will play on the podcast. Every shot. Oh, take a shot.
We will
I told
give you everything.
I'm just gonna go buy a bunch of shit. I'm just gonna gather a bunch of shit from a bunch of places I buy anime stuff from, and maybe I'll print some fan art that I've drawn and put them in little, little skinny frames or something.
I do have some things that I got from loot boxes that I don't use.
Yeah, we got it. We'll get you something. We'll announce it later. It's all good.
Fucking Danny with the hand-me-downs. Anyway.
I'm just saying.
She's like, I don't want this trash.
I have
anyway.
used tissue that I have on good authority was probably used by Glass Reflection.
So my plan is for like all the extra stuff that I get from my loot boxes. Like James said that we should have like a toy chest so that all our friends can just grab something out of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you got to build them a playpen too, Danny.
Or dude, get a crane machine. Anyway,
I did that. I went to visit a friend recently, and he's like, "Did we have a good day, Nick?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we got pizza." So funny.
But yeah, leave us a rating on Spotify. That'd be great. And then also patreon.com/animesummit. Become a patron. Give a Smokey his wings, and he will fly to your house and probably just sleep because he's not feeling good today. So like, he's been laying around all day sleeping. Anyway, listener question of the week, Nick. What do you got?
What do I have? Let me scroll up to it. It is by it's by fucking King again. Jeez. Okay, it's summertime.
God,
that means
King,
it's
get a
time
hobby.
for road trips. Yeah, King, get a hobby.
He does have a hobby, giving us questions.
Yeah, that's his hobby. Which anime character is coming with you on the road, and where are you going? Also, shout out to Fish Tour Road Warriors. This is the whole reason he sent this question, so he could talk about fish. That's the band,
Dude.
Fish with a PH.
Yeah. Road trip, anime character, which God, they'd all be annoying. I bet. I feel like just someone just really
Radical Edward, the live action version.
Oh no!
live action version.
Oh no!
Shut up, dude. Bad. Dude, someone probably low key who would just like, if I told them to shut up, they would shut up. You know what I mean? I don't know. Probably like, I don't know. You know what, dude? Fuck it. Let's go on an adventure. Let's go on an adventure, dude. Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yeah, there you go.
All three Pizza Cats. We're going. Let's go travel to New York and get pizza. Let's go, dude. Oh man, that or like somebody who I'd want to look at for a long time, like Ryuko Matsui or Misato.
You gotta keep your eyes on the road, Sam. You'll get in an accident.
I can't when there's women thighs right there. You know what I'm saying?
I'd
need
probably
someone real
take. I'd probably take the Forgers with me.
Yeah, family road trip.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you guys are a nice little family. Oh, that Danny's not ours. She just came along.
That would be pretty funny, including the dog.
Yes.
Fucking Anya's in the back. She doesn't even go here. Yeah, dude, that'd be fun. Yeah, Forger family road trip.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
Oh my God! You know what? I haven't seen it, but I would take. I would just mix together the casts of Gintama and One Piece. Are we only picking one character?
No, that'd be funny. No, that'd be
one
funny.
character. I would pick Gintoki. Let's go, dude.
If it was
I've never seen Gintama, but I'm pretty sure he's funny. Actually, no, I've seen clips. Okay, you know what, Sam? I'm gonna mix it together. I would pick Kagura from Gintama because she's the chick. Okay.
If it was one character, no, that's a good one. That's actually a good.
I really need to watch Gintama. That's on my plan to watch.
I would do Luffy from One Piece because he just would want to try all the food, and that's what I wanted to do.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Food. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Kagura likes eating too, probably. It's a shonen. Every character likes eating.
My favorite part about One Piece is when he comes across like a not human character, like a mermaid or something, and the first thing he does is goes, "Do you poop? Do you guys poop?" Like, I just want.
Oh, dude, if we're being serious though, of a show that I have seen, it would be from Dragon Ball, and it's Yajirobe. That'd be fucking chill, dude.
I gotta poop.
It'd be so chill.
Just
no pressure.
Stop at this restaurant right here, and then the bill is all huge because he eats a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's
how he gets his energy. I'm pretty sure isn't that how he gets his strength? Is just by eating a lot. I don't remember. I have to rewatch Dragon Ball.
It's been a long fucking time since I watched it. I think he's just kind of like mediocre. So.
Yeah, he's not like. I should see more of him. Dude, waifu and husbando, Danny Boombalatti.
Waifu is Lena Inverse from the Slayers, and husbando is Dr. Daisuke Ito from Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah, boy. Hell yeah, dude. Lena Inverse is really fucking cute. She's super
She's
cute.
awesome.
Yeah, dude. She's super adorable. And she's powerful. And Dr. Ito is my man. He's for, a middle-aged or older guy. He's pretty cute.
Who played him in
And
the live action? I forget.
Christoph Waltz, dude.
Oh,
Such
shit,
a badass.
dude.
And he did great.
Yeah.
He was in Inglourious Bastards, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and then he was
Okay.
in Django. Yeah.
Yeah.
Django Unchained.
I still haven't seen
dude.
either of those movies.
Oh, dude, they're good. You would like them.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, today's framed movie was Jurassic Park, the #1 movie of all time. Nick's favorite movie. There we go.
You guys should play Framed. It's Wordle,
Framed
but
dot WTF.
yeah, but it's Wordle, but you have to guess the movie like screenshot.
Yeah, so we
In
have a
5
channel in our
guesses.
Discord called like Wordle Mania, and we just yell at each other, and everybody calls each other cheaters, and we post the little mouse. It's really stupid.
That's why you should join the Discord.
But yeah, it's funny. But yeah, Framed is
Um,
nice because like it's even faster than Wordle. You're done in like 15 seconds.
Yeah, because you've either seen it or you don't get it right away.
Yeah,
or
you just
get it
guess.
right away.
Yeah, you get 6 chances. There you go.
Yeah, dude. Battle Angel Alita was really cool. I really like the live action movie. I really like the manga. And I'll
I
say
like
this.
the Dua Lipa song at the end of it, dude.
Oh yeah, totally forgot that song was in it. Yeah, but like anime that should be remade, right? Like with the remakes of like Bastard and Spriggan and Urusei Yatsura on the way and the Fruits
Oh, dude,
Basket.
we gotta
remake.
watch all those shit.
Yeah, and
Wait, Urusei Yatsura is getting a remake?
yes, it looks amazing.
Jeez.
It looks
Okay.
so good. And with the success of others, and then now we have the Trigun like prequel coming out, which is, I guess that's not really a remake, but it's kind of like,
I don't know if that's necessary, but okay.
yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I thought this would
Excited,
be,
but totally out of left field.
yeah, I would love to talk about this. So speaking of Battle Angel Alita, especially, this is one of those. A few of the ones on my list are going to be like OVAs that I watched as a kid, and when you have OVAs, right, they're not adapted properly or they're not adapted all the way, obviously, because there's only 2 or 4 episodes. And in the case of Battle Angel Alita, there was only like 3 or 4 episodes, and they basically squished like the first like 4 or 5 volumes into one, into like into like 2 or 3 eps, and it was just kind of bad. They tried to like stick a bunch of like the really like big moments into one thing. And you could kind of say that about the live action as well, I guess, except the live action movie did it way better. And it's
Right.
it's one of the like live action anime adaptations that's the closest to the source material I've ever seen. And they were able to do it in a way that made sense, whereas the OVA like had more time, I think.
Oh no, it only had 2 episodes according to
Oh, okay.
my anime
Never
list.
mind. I thought it had like 3 or 4. No, yeah. So the OVA is actually pretty bad because they tried to stick everything that was like in the live action movie, the first 3 or 4 volumes, into 2 episodes, 2 25-minute things. And so I think it would benefit a lot if it just were like a full-on show where they adapted each arc.
Oh yeah. How long is the manga? How many volumes?
There's
It
9 volumes
is
and
9.
53.
Oh, that's like shorter
chapters.
than I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So some of those volumes
We should read that for
are,
Manga Club. What the fuck? Why haven't we nominated that?
You really should. I really like it.
I'm
It's,
nominating it. Ed,
So
put it on the
yeah,
list.
Ed, collusion. Yeah,
There's
no,
a sequel to it too, actually.
there is a sequel and there's a
There's-
couple of like
Wait.
prequel
There's a
things.
Wait a
couple.
second.
too.
Did we read it at one point and I just fucking forgot? I think we did.
No.
I don't
No.
think so.
I think we read
No.
like the first like volume or something.
Maybe.
I think we did.
But it's by Yukito Kishiro. And there's also sequels to it called Last Order and then Mars Chronicle. But like the movie was able to fit in like prequel stuff in it, which was crazy. But yeah, no, I think that it would benefit a lot if it was like a full series that adapted all 50-some chapters of the original run, not like Last Order or Mars Chronicle, but just like the original. I think that would be pretty sweet. I feel like the rollerblade, there's a time skip in it where it's like a year or two later or something like that, and then Alita is like doing rollerball, or what do they call it in there? I forgot what it's called.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
like,
something
I
like
forgot
that.
what the sport is called.
I think it's called Fall
but
Guys or Squid Game or something.
It's called Fall Guys.
Oh gosh.
Which like they kind of inserted that into the live action movie when, early, just to show it, just because it's a cool part of Alita, which I was fine with. That was like the only like change that they did that was really huge. But yeah, no, I really love the story. It's a really cool like futuristic, cyberpunk seinen. It was really sweet. It was originally in Business Jump magazine. Highly recommend you read it. And then you'll watch the live action if you haven't seen it either. You'll realize how like close it is to the source material. I think it could benefit, from really doing adapting it for real this time. But yeah, hell yeah. I don't even know what studio or staff, to be honest with you. Maybe it'd be cool if Wit Studio did it. Or maybe
for the new one, you mean?
Yeah. If they maybe Joeen, if that new studio.
Oh,
maybe
Joeen.
if they did it.
God, that sounds like a JoJo character.
So it is a JoJo
Every
character,
time, dude. Who did the old one again? What studio did that?
For what?
Gundam. They call it Gundam on my anime list.
In Japan, yeah, because in Japan it's called Gundam. But yeah, the original was Madhouse.
Oh, back when they were good. Okay.
Yeah.
Do they exist
the animation,
anymore?
it
Do
was-
they do stuff anymore?
I don't think so. No.
Dude, it's been a minute since I maybe they do, and I just haven't.
It's just
thought about
Mappa now. It's
Yeah,
just
everything is
Mappa
just
now.
Mappa.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Madhouse turned into Mappa and whatever. But
I don't know.
anyway. Yeah.
Madhouse
So what about?
is still doing stuff.
They're still doing stuff.
They're doing Overlord.
Oh yeah, they're doing Overlord. That's kind of their
okay.
big
And
thing.
they did Sunny Boy.
They did Tact Op
and-
Destiny. All right, and Sunny Boy. All right, okay. They're still doing stuff.
Okay. So what about who wants to go next? Danny, you want to go next?
Sure. I guess my first one would be His and Her Circumstances.
We know you love that show, Danny.
No, I don't. Nick and I reviewed this a while back. I don't remember which episode
Did
it
Sam
was.
review that too, or is it just us?
No, that was that. It was
I was
just
absent
us.
that episode.
Some wasn't there.
Oh crap! I thought
Yeah,
Sam saw
I
that
had to-
already.
She
No, I had
wasn't
to
feeling
poop that
well.
night.
Yeah, she had diarrhea.
Okay, I didn't have diarrheas. All right. Anyway.
It looked like soft serve. It was healthy poop.
Anyway, His and Her Circumstances was pretty much diarrhea.
No, God damn it wasn't that bad, Danny. Jesus.
Yes, it was, especially at the end.
The ending was kind of bad. Okay,
Gosh.
but the rest of it was
Not
pretty good.
kinda. The ending is bad.
It was okay.
Okay, so wait, let me ask you this: was it
I don't
the
remember the
ending,
ending, to
which
be honest.
ruined the whole show, or?
I don't
Okay,
think so.
so like
I mean, you don't have to summarize it or anything. Just like,
Yeah,
did it ruin the whole show for
like-
you?
There's a whole big
there was this whole
there's a big drama
there was
between the
something-
director
yeah,
and,
there was,
and the mangaka.
Yeah, so Masami Shuda, who is the creator of His and Her Circumstances, she was not liking what was happening. They were kind of like making it into more of a comedy versus like what she actually wrote, really. And Hideaki Anno is the director for it. So and they were literally just going like just bickering at one another. Not only that, but Anno, he was also in the middle of making Evangelion.
It was the movie, I
So-
think, because this show came out afterwards, right?
This came out in 98. I don't know when.
The end of Evangelion,
came
I
out.
think, was 1997. Let's see.
Well,
It
anyway,
was close
so
to that time.
Anno wasn't able to like be there, so they brought in another director, and literally close to the like half of the end of the series, there's like an episode where there's like popsicle sticks and like they're like little puppets and stuff. And also, they were doing a lot of kind of like a slideshow of the manga panels. And then they just randomly threw in like a filler episode about Yukino's sisters. And then it just ended abruptly. It was really bad. So
yeah, the ending was a mess. It could probably have a remake just to get it like tied up, but I wouldn't want them to do it like the Sailor Moon Crystal remake, where it's like too faithful to the manga and it's like no fun anymore.
Well,
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know about that. I never read the manga. Actually, I do want to read it. I never read it, so I don't know.
I would be willing to bet
what
it's not as good
happens.
as Anno's vision, because as we know, the animes are always better than the mangas.
That is not
God.
true. That is not true.
Sometimes they're better. If Junichi
Just lost
Sato's
80% of our
involved.
listeners.
You know what? I guarantee the Chainsaw Man will be way better than the manga. We'll forget all about it. Who's directing that one? I don't know.
So, Danny, you're saying straight up just redo it, make it
Redo
faithful to the
it,
mango
kind of
chutney.
like give it,
Gotta
give
get
it
Anno
like
again though. It was so good in
give
the
it
beginning.
give it like the Fruits Basket reboot kind of adaptation kind of thing. Definitely like spruce up, give the characters a little bit more of a newer look and modern.
Oh, I disagree. I think their designs originally were great.
They're okay, but like
I just don't want them to do the Legends of the Galactic Heroes thing.
Well, first of all, this is my pick, not your pick.
Oh. My mistake. Carry on.
I mean, I can see your point, but also at the same time, like
Just don't make him look like Croco in a basket.
how I would want it to look, what is pretty much like what TMS Entertainment did for Fruits Basket.
For Frubu.
Yeah, like they looked so refreshed. Definitely, they stayed away from like the bug eyes.
I like Bug Eyes. It reminds me that I'm watching anime.
Like, anyway. I just would definitely really enjoy kind of more of a monetization of his and her circumstances.
Monetization.
Another
All right,
another
I'm
Dannyism.
done. I'm done. Okay.
Sorry.
That was
Hang
close
on, go
enough,
ahead.
honestly. Like,
Like,
I don't even think that's a big
honestly,
deal at all. I'm just getting all picky about it.
I'm sorry.
You guys
I'm
are
sorry.
picking on me, and I don't like it right now.
I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Yeah, I wasn't there for that, so I didn't even finish watching it. But I didn't. That stuff about Anno and stuff, I didn't even know that till y'all said it to me just now.
Yeah.
But so you're saying just faithful to the manga, just
yeah, it's just a
do
hot
it right.
mess. Like, literally,
Yeah.
just do it right. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, I wish I knew more. Like, if I would have read the manga, I probably would point out some points that I would like shown.
Sure.
But just straight up, like, from what I've watched, especially towards the end, it was just a mess, and it was just pure laziness too. So, and they literally ended, they just announced like a new arc for the story. Like they were just about to get, like, the students and the characters were about to get ready to do their cultural festival, and they introduced a new character. And the new character didn't even have any, like,
kind of like
screen
My
time
Love
or
Story,
anything
huh,
like that.
Danny? Kind of like My Love Story, just like that one.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm drawing a
They
blank.
introduced like a new character at the end of that show, and then it just kind of ended. It was weird.
I don't remember.
I think a lot of romance shows don't have good endings. Now that I think about it.
What do you mean? The ending of My Love Story is pretty good.
Nah, it's
I mean,
not,
it wasn't
not that
like
good. It's like there's no.
It wasn't bad.
It didn't feel like complete. It was a good show. It was a really good show. But anyway, different show. Remake that one. Also by Studio Madhouse, I think.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, Nick, since you got a lot to say, why don't you calm down a little bit and say what your picks are?
I'm going to pick. This is the really obvious one. Berserk. from 1997 to 98.
Bow now. Bow now.
Put your glasses on, nothing will be wrong. So this show, okay, look, it's the most popular manga on my anime list, and probably the most well-known one that anybody's heard of. Maybe like One Piece, probably, but it's never had like a really great adaptation, and everyone always says that, and it's true. Studio OLM did the first TV show of it. And then we had some movies in like the mid 2010s, give or take. Let's see, it was like 2012 to a little bit past that. And then we had 2016 Berserk, which was the arc after the Golden Age arc. I forget the name of it. And it's been a while since I read Berserk. But yeah, the 2016 Berserk was it almost went downhill, I would say. Like the first show was like really flawed also. But it didn't have it didn't have any like really crazy downsides. It just had like dated animation a little bit. Anyway, okay. First, I should say what is Berserk, everybody? What is Berserk? In case you haven't heard of it, it's okay. Look, it's a sign-in manga by I think it's Kentaro Miura. I got to pronounce that right. Yeah, Kentaro Miura, and he recently died. And that was a whole big story, and they're gonna try to continue the manga where he left off, but we'll see how that goes. And it's pretty much just like, it's like a big sword guy in a fantasy setting. That's what Berserk is, okay? That's a super short summary of it. You have, like, Guts start out, Band of the Hawk, he's with Griffith and Casca, and they have a whole bunch of friends and stuff, and then crazy shit happens, and I can't spoil anything, but it's really cool. The Golden Age arc is probably my favorite arc, but then there's really cool stuff at the end. And the problem is, with Berserk, they never got past the Golden Age arc. In the original anime, that's where they ended it. And actually, people were kind of disappointed with that ending because it ended pretty abruptly on that one, too. But, I mean, at least it ended on the arc. But then 2016 takes off, or carries on where that left off, and you meet the Holy See and Lady Furnace and a bunch of other characters like Puck and the Spriggan and all that. And it's like, it just looks terrible because they did it in, like, CG. And it's like, why would you make Berserk in CG? Like, there's no mecha. Why would you do that? That's just stupid. So, yeah, Berserk needs a remake badly. The only thing I wouldn't change is the soundtrack. I would keep the original soundtrack with, I think it's Susumu Hirasawa who did that one. But, yeah, it's kind of a shame because it's one of the best manga ever made, and it's never had, like, its proper... well-deserved like adaptation. So that's pretty much what I got to say about it. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on Berserk.
Well, that's the thing too, is like it definitely made a lot of people jaded on CG anime, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, the 97 one ends in a weird spot. Not a weird spot, but just like if you didn't know, like for somebody who didn't know anything about Berserk and they just decided, oh, I'm going to watch the 97 one. You know what I mean? It would seem... It's
still a great show, honestly. I think it's one of the best shows of the 90s. Yeah. But it's not where it could be. Like, it could be even better. That's the thing about it.
So you're saying just from the beginning, just go redo the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, they've already done it so many times, but fuck it. Maybe they could...
But as it...
Yeah. I guess they could maybe
say,
just
as
take
it stands
off...
right now...
They could just redo the 2016 version, like, after the Golden Age, maybe? So it doesn't look like shit. They could do that.
Right. Because I was going to say, as it stands right now, it's kind of all over the place with the 97 one and the...
Yeah, I mean, they could probably just redo the whole thing. Honestly, yeah, they should just redo the whole thing.
Just redo the whole thing, dude. Redo it. Okay.
Susumu Hirasawa, get him back on. Get that music in there.
Get it back on.
Get the pen pals back. We need that theme song.
Yeah.
Classic.
Now. Yeah, dude, this one, there was this anime director and animator and designer named Toshiki Hirano, and he did this, 6-episode, like, OVA back in, like, the 80s called, Ixer, Fight Ixer 1, Tatake Ikusu 1, and he kind of, like, did it like fresh out of college, I think. But like because he was the character designer for it, he kind of really wanted to like do it on his own. But anyway,
How the hell do you spell that?
so
How do you spell Ixer
Ixer,
1?
so it's ICZER1.
Oh god, dang. Okay.
So it was kind of like a hyper like an adult sci-fi horror Yuri, and it was in Lemon People magazine, which not a lot of people know about because of whatever. Underground. But like it's kind of like a body horror too in a weird way because the bad guys in it. There's the alien race known as the Cthulhu or the Cthulhu Wolf, which is kind of funny. There is these girls who can it's like a battle girl show or a battle girl story, and so these girls transform with the Ixer 1 or Ixer Robo armor with full weapon and capabilities and shit. I mean, this is kind of like one of the OGs of the OGs, you know what I mean, in terms of like battle girl stuff. I believe like things like Data Live like took inspiration from, you know, some of the designs of this as well. But there was like another OVA remake that was supposed to be kind of a little more light, as in like not as horror, you know what I mean, not as like violent and not as much booby. But it was called Ixer Girl Iczelion, and it was like a 2-episode OVA, and it centers around a girl named Nagisa who wants to be a pro wrestler one day, and then she gets approached by an Ixel robot or an Ixel armor, and the Ixel armor is like, "Hey, we got to save the world," and she's like, "What are you talking about? I'm just like some chick," and he's like, "Yeah, but like no, let's just go do it real quick," and then so she becomes that Ixer, and I forgot the name of the armor, but yeah, she fucking suplexes this huge alien. It's really cool. But anyway, it's kind of a weird one, but I really would love to see. I would love to see if Toshiki Hirano would like maybe rewrite a new version of it. There was also like a radio drama and a sound novel, which I guess is how they used to release radio dramas back then. A sound novel, they would release it on an LP record or a tape. But I would love to see that. There was also something called Ixer Reborn in 1990 and 1991, which was a 6-episode OVA, which I've never seen. The one I've seen is the Iczelion, which is the 2-episode one, which I have the VHS tape of, by the way, as well. But that was in 95. So, that was the newer one. So that was the one I saw, I guess, because that came out more closer to my time. But it was done by Studio AIC, which I've never heard of.
Well, they've done a lot of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if they're still doing a lot right now, but I'm pretty sure they are, actually. I think they still exist.
Oh, they did Tenchi Muyo.
Tenchi Muyo. Oh, maybe, they're kind of older. No, they did Yamato 2199. There you go.
And they did Oh My Goddess and L Hazard and the original Bubblegum Crisis. Wow, I am ignorant as fuck. I just sound really ignorant right there. Leave it in. They did
don't matter
Battle
anyway. It's all about the people.
It's all about the staff, dude. They did Battle Athletes too. I would love to see the staff from whatchamacallit. I would love to see. Oh, you know what? Fucking Mob Psycho 100. Because, like, okay, so the Ixer armor, right? The Ixer armor has, like, you got swords coming out of their butts and, like, lasers coming out of their shoulders and shit. It's, like, this really powerful armor, right? And you know the way, like, some of those fights are animated in Mob Psycho? Like, just beams and shiny shit everywhere. Kill you 5,000. That would be sick. Like, that's exactly how I imagine the fights from, like, Ixer happening. Fucking crazy. But like,
dude,
it's...
I forgot to mention my Berserk studio. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, that's right. But yeah, freaking... And I forget the name of the big fucking guy who did the one fight in the second season. But, I watch their shit on Sakagaboru all the time. But, yeah, that would be sick. I would love another Ixer anime. And, like, maybe if Toshiki would write like another Ixer story, I would love to see an anime of that. So, anyway,
I would pick
Nick,
Studio
you wanna
Bones. I don't know.
can't
Can't go wrong with Bones.
Can't go wrong with
I'd
Bones,
pick.
dude.
No. You know what? I pick Wit Studio. Let's do Wit Studio.
Wit Studio, I feel like would rock
Right?
that pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the staff that does like
They did Attack on Titan, right? So there you go.
If it was the same animation staff that did like in storyboarding staff that did Attack on Trains, that would be sick.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, Danny, what about your second?
And
pick?
it would be
Next
directed by
one.
Junichi Sato.
Come on, dude.
Dude, make guts blush.
What the heck?
All right, what's your next one, Danny?
My next one, again, I never read the manga, but I've watched it, and I've heard a lot of people say that the manga is way better than the anime, and that would be Akame Gut Kill.
I think
So-
I've watched that one.
This one is definitely kind of one of my favorites. I don't highly talk about this show all the time, but how I put it is it's pretty much Game of Thrones, the anime, where like literally almost every person that you like in it dies.
Spoiler.
Like you cannot be
I don't
attached
think
to
that's
any of the characters.
I don't think that's true. I think a bunch do, but not all of them.
A lot of them, at least like the characters that I was
Just
starting
say their
to be a
names, Dan.
fan
Just
of,
spoil it already.
they were dying, and I was very upset about it. So yeah, but I heard through the grapevine that the manga is completely different from the anime. Like a lot of the stuff that happens in the anime doesn't happen in the manga. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about too much of this because again, I kind of wish I read the manga for this, but I feel like I would be favoring the manga over the anime if and when I do read it. So again, I think it would definitely deserve a nice reboot of it. So
I think also I remember you and when Noxie came on to do the first manga therapy episode.
yeah,
And you and him talked about it for a while.
yeah, and
Because he had read the manga too, and he
Yeah,
was like
and
he was excited for the show, and then got
right,
let
and then
down.
he told me that it was like kaki poo poo, so I was just like, oh shit.
Oh, that's a 7.4 on Mal. It was
the bunch
reasonably
of
entertaining.
cockadookie. I hate
Give
it.
it a 5.
It's decent. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoyed the anime. It's fun. There's, blood. There's fucking guts
You get
spewing
Esdeath?
out. Yeah, you have Esdeath, who is like fucking hot. So, yeah. And every time I freaking go to Barnes & Noble and I see Akame Gut Kill on the shelves, I'm like, I need to pick this up. And I never do.
Wait, the manga or the anime?
The manga.
Okay. I guess they do sell books at a Barnes & Noble.
They do, yeah.
I forgot they do stuff.
Tom, edit that out.
No, I'm gonna leave it in. Fuck you.
Edit that back in.
Edit back in. Nick, what about your next pick? What do you got?
All right, for my next pick, I just realized all my picks are from the 90s, so everyone take a guess at my third pick. But my second pick is Yokohama Shopping Log. And this is one of the early Iyashikei anime, which is basically healing. It's like it's almost like ASMR, not really, but it's supposed to like make you just feel good, This one it's like a post-apocalyptic world with environmental disaster. Age of Humans is in its twilight, and you have like an android who's outside of it. She's kind of like working at a small cafe, and the owner is like out on a trip indefinitely, and so she's caring for the cafe, and it's just like extremely serene.
Is this an OVA?
Yeah, it's an OVA. It's 2 episodes. Okay. Technically, you can get away with just watching the first episode. The second episode isn't as good. I would say just watch the first episode, to be honest. It's released in, I believe, 1998. Got same year as Berserk almost. It's yeah, so 1998, Studio Ajiado, which they're still doing stuff, I think. And so yeah, this is just
They're
like
doing Bookworm.
the reason. Oh shit, they're doing. No wonder it's good. But like the reason I want them to make this because this story has 14 volumes in the manga, and they only covered like maybe one. So I don't even know if they covered one. Honestly, they probably covered less than one, maybe out of 2 episodes. But yeah, it's just like there's like a scene where they're just like staring at the water for like a minute, and it's like, dude, this is fucking chill, dude. I like anime like that. I like where it's just like the opposite of all American entertainment, you know, where it's just like there's no immediate like villain or even story really. It's just kind of like wandering around, like just like living life, kind of like Totoro a little bit. Or one of my favorite anime, Aria. So this is like a very miniature Aria. So yeah, like Yokohama Shopping Log. I think this needs a remake. As for who would make it, I'm going to say Doga Kobo. Let's go. Because they have great animation, and they do a lot of slice of life stuff. And yeah, I don't have like everything picked out for it, I guess. Pick one of like the Kyoto animation directors, I guess. I don't know. Directed by Tetsuro Araki. Let's fucking go. Written by Gen Urobuchi. The Yashike by Gen Urobuchi. All right. I don't know a lot about this. I have not read the manga. I've only seen the OVA. The second episode wasn't as good. So the first one is actually really good. So it's only like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So, 29 minutes, and you'll be healed. But I think with Yokohama Shopping Log, they could probably turn this into like a full, like 20 episode season, maybe 22 episodes. With 14 volumes, like how many? They could probably make it 20, like a full two core show, if not more, if they wanted. Like they can make it even 3 core.
Okay. All right, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm trying to say is the people who are doing fucking Naoki Asano is a great artist, great character designer. He did the character design for the new Urusei Yatsura coming out. He's also the animation director of Ping Pong. As I'm saying, like, as long as we got a new Urusei Yatsura coming out, let's get another anime adaptation of Maisi Nikoku.
Oh, yeah, this was by the Inuyasha lady, right?
Rumiko Takahashi,
yeah.
And it had an anime, it had a 96 episode anime.
They always did that back in the day. Every anime was just so bloated, like.
Yeah, yeah. And this is another one of those ones where I've never read the manga, either. But there's also a prequel, a sequel. There's like a summary movie, I think, as well, called Through the Seasons, or Through the Passing of Seasons. It would be cool to get like, and I would say maybe like a movie series of something of like the big moments, kind of like how One Piece does like the episode of East Blue or whatever, those like summarizing movies. It'd be cool to do that. I would say go for a whole show if you want. But if the staff who are doing the new Urusei Yatsura does this, that would be really cool, I think. Or even TMS Entertainment, the way they handled Fruits Basket. I think that staff, I think that would be pretty decent as well, since, Urusei Yatsura has like some very colorful palettes and like fantastical things happening, whereas Maisi Nikoku has just like, just a romance with some people, But like I think it'd be a cool story. I never watched the whole show. I think I had like 2 tapes and a DVD, and I borrowed them to somebody and I lost them. But
damn.
Yeah, I know. Fuck them. And then I had read some of the comic because I have some of the comic books, and I had a couple volumes of the manga somewhere. I lost a lot of stuff when I moved, and I was pissed. But I would love to read all of this for sure. I actually do want to watch this movie because I didn't even know it existed until just now when we were looking for stuff. But it's a recap of the series that focuses on the relationship between the 2 main characters. I guess it came out in 1988. But yeah, dude, I would love a remake of this. I think a lot of people love Rumiko Takahashi's work, and I think
I love I love everything that she does.
Yeah, I love all her stuff. You know, the only thing I
just-
haven't experienced was Renee. I've never seen that. I think that's like
Dude.
her.
So Renee is. I've watched the part of the first season, and I really liked it because I have a good chunk of that manga, and I love the story in Renee.
That's like her
just-
latest manga, right? Yeah, because it ended in
No,
2017.
She actually has another one out right now, and it's called Mao.
Oh, Mao. That's Mao. That's right.
Yeah, that's currently.
That's her current one.
That's
Yeah.
her current one.
Totally forgot about
Yeah,
that
it's still releasing. Yeah.
one. Okay.
So.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Renee is good. I don't know what it was about the anime. I heard it really didn't get that great reviews. Even though there's like 3 seasons of it, so you know, some people it was pretty much like on the fence kind of thing. But I really liked it, and I loved reading it too. I'm not finished with it, but it's a good read for sure. It's definitely different from like Inuyasha, you know. Like it's really interesting to kind of see a different story set aside from Inuyasha, and even Ranma half too.
Is it Ranma 1/2 or Ranma half?
Ranma half.
Ranma half.
Can I pronounce it 1/2?
I think you can. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I've always just said Ranma half.
1/2 is 1.5.
No, but Nick is saying no, because if you say 1/2, you're saying there's a quantity.
We're
of a
getting
half
too
here.
into this. Let's not.
I'm trying to derail it.
Let's
That was
not.
my only contribution.
Let's not.
Anyway, yeah, no, I would love to see, because I think romances are coming back now, right? I think romances are starting to get back on the ball now, because there was a good chunk of the while where I hated romances for many reasons,
Yeah, you're
and
being a yutz.
they're starting to like become cool again and better again, in my opinion. Not that they were never not cool, but like for me personally, I think they're becoming more. Like I'm starting to like them more, and I would love to see if they did a fresh take on this story, because it's very simple, right? It's a widow, and this guy she gets a job at the Ikoku place, and then this guy who's a college student is like, man, I suck at school. Oh, what's up, baby? And then he gets completely distracted from his schoolwork by this girl, this lady, this widow. And I don't know, people love Rumiko Takahashi stories. I think she deserves
They're
everything.
so good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but doesn't she
You know what I mean?
doesn't she tend to drag him along a little too long? You know what I mean? That's what I've
You know,
heard.
Nick, you don't know what you're talking
He
about.
drags
How
him.
about that?
He drags it.
You're a dragon.
Do you like dragons, Sam?
I feel like the only two,
Yeah.
How about I drag these nuts all over your face?
All right.
I feel like Inuyasha definitely dragged on, but like
Inuyasha definitely did.
That one is pretty long.
Speaking of which, I really gotta get back on the Yashahime kick, because I really want to finish that.
I know. I'm so bad.
Fucking Toa is the goat, dude. All right, Danny. What about your third?
My third one is the
Wait.
Slayers.
Didn't Danny just go? No, that was
No.
Sam.
No, that was me, and then she went off.
I
yeah.
chimed in.
I would say this next one, these next are our last ones.
Wait, Danny, your name is spelled with an E, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was confused because on our show sheet we chopped off the E. I'm like, have I been spelling it wrong this whole time?
I say you and Danny go one more time, and
Yeah.
then we do honorable mentions,
Yep.
and be done. Yeah.
Yeah. So my next one is the Slayers, who Lena Inverse is our waifu.
Is it
Yeah.
the Slayers or Slayers? I've always called it
It's
Slayers.
the Slayers. I mean, people, axe and just say Slayers, but
Or
if
Slayers
you type it
TV.
in,
On my anime list, it's called
you put in
Slayers.
Slayers.
Let's ask.
So
the
it's really
old
weird
Taco
because-
what they
Slayers,
called
the
it.
Slayers, tit
So-
for tat.
So
tomato.
the manga is just called Slayers, and the
Yeah.
TV shows are called The Slayers.
But everybody just calls it Slayers. Nobody calls it the Slayers.
Well,
Right.
so when you're talking about a half and not one half, it's different.
Well, Sam, if you want to save money, fill in your gas tank, just let it go down to half, and then fill it back up. You're saving money.
Oh, shit.
That's one half.
All right, sorry, Danny, go ahead. No, for real, though.
Yeah, Slayers.
Yeah.
This was fun. This is a fun show. I mean, I've only seen bits and pieces of it. Anytime it was like I saw it on the Anime Network on FiOS and all that kind of stuff when there used to be an anime channel.
Dude, how do you guys remember any of this? My memory's so bad.
It was like on demand and all that kind of stuff.
I don't remember fucking
too.
anything, dude.
So
Yeah, you had to be rich.
Yeah, so like it's a fun show. And it's Lena Inverse. She's a freaking magic sorceress and all that kind of stuff. So there's magic, there's swords,
It's a comedy too,
demons. Right? It is a comedy, yeah. Lena gets made fun of because of her tiny titties all the time. So, and she gets mad by that. Not only that, she's really freaking short, so she looks like a kid.
Oh,
so
she's like she has the palm top tiger.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she's like Danny Short. Yeah,
she is. She
Yeah.
is.
No, that's
my
impossible,
kinda short.
Sam. I'm just kidding.
It's impossible.
She's like as short as I am, if you can believe that.
You're not even that. You're taller than me.
We're
Both
all
of you
short.
are
We're like the
definitely
shortest.
taller than
We're like
me.
the shortest
I'm-
anime podcast.
I'm tiny.
So when you're talking about a half versus one,
Oh my god. No, not this again.
The only thing I know about Lena Inverse is she was a character in Dota 2.
oh, that's right.
What do you think about that, Danny?
No, dude. Here's what I'm saying. I would love to. And Danny, we got that remake of Orphan recently, right?
Yes, yeah.
And I feel like some of the animation staff are really good on that one. But they could do better. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't care that they were doing. I have no idea.
Right.
Let's
The
just
only
say they
Slayers-
didn't care.
The only Slayers, I mean, I don't know, the way it was written, the way that the remake of Orphan was written was like, it got really boring. It kind of dragged on a little bit.
Maybe they just
I have
cheaped
to
out on the
finish it.
writer. Maybe they're just like, fuck it, we'll just hire a college student.
But some of the explosion and spell shit they did in that, I could see there being in the Slayers remake. I know that Slayers has they had a newer anime come out, but that was like a weird sequel or something. And you're talking about remaking it from the beginning, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the only experience I've ever had with this was there was this movie that came out called Slayers the Motion Picture. I don't remember what it was called in Japan, but I think in Japan it was OVA. But here in America, we got it as the motion picture, and it was like an hour long, and it was a prequel. And the companion that was traveling with Lena in this time was Gracia Naga, and she has some huge cans. And you don't see her again until Slayer's Excellent or
There's a lot of
Return,
seasons.
I
It looks
think.
like there's multiple.
Yeah.
4 seasons,
There's,
5 plus.
Yeah, she's not in the beginning of it.
Oh, season 4 was 2008.
Yeah, you don't see her till later, but she's got some melon knocks. Okay, and so every time I watched the movie as a kid, but no, seriously, I would love to see a remake of this. I mean, I think it's a nice, decent fantasy. Everyone loves fantasies where the main character is like a wizard or whatever.
Yeah.
And
it looks a lot. I mean, from what I've seen of it, I mean, I actually kind of want to watch this again, and not how I watched it when I first was introduced to it. I want to watch it from beginning to end, kind of thing.
yeah.
So,
Oh, dude, give it to Production IG.
Oh,
Because
I
they
feel like
did,
Production IG can definitely.
They did Magical Circle
do-
Guru remake.
oh yeah.
And that had the 90s art style, and they did a good job of doing that.
They did.
Or just give
Okay,
it back to JC staff. Fuck it.
JC said. Yeah, no, I'm with that, Danny. I would love to. Yeah, I would love that too. And come back and be like, here's how you do a fantasy anime. It doesn't have to be anyone reincarnating or not reincarnating in the fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
just fucking make here's a fantasy show that is decent.
even like a movie, I would be okay with too.
Yeah, you could do like one of those like I mentioned earlier, like the One Piece East Blue episode movie where it's like a remake or kind of cuts out the extra, you know.
Not only that, but the studio ENG Films, they don't even do anime anymore. They
ain't even around now.
Their latest stuff, like was back in 2002. So
GG.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Slayers has a
one.
lot
Okay,
of
Nick,
seasons, by the way. Holy shit.
What's your last pick, Nick? And then we'll do some.
My last
fucking-
pick is, if you guessed it right, give yourself a pat on the back. It is Slam Dunk.
I mean, this
show never finished.
They got a movie coming out.
Oh, they got a movie coming out, don't they?
They do, but nobody knows what it is.
Okay.
Like nobody knows if it's like a
it could be a
remake
side
or
movie or something. Because the thing is, they ended in the middle of, I'll just say, a tournament. I don't want to say what it was.
Yeah.
But they ended in the middle of a tournament, and it was like kind of, it blue balled you. You know, it's like you had to read the manga. The manga's great. Nothing wrong with the manga. But that's why they got to do it. Because like this is a 100-episode TV show. It ran from 1993 to 1996. And it is, who did it? Toei Animation. Okay. And like Giga does a good explanation of Slam Dunk. It's like the Dragon Ball Z of basketball, kind of. I always like saying that because they kind of let each match go on for way longer than it should. It's like the fight on Namek. It's just like there's like 4 episodes of Goku charging a spirit bomb. Like that's kind of what Slam Dunk is with basketball. And it's funny. It's like the characters have really good charisma and stuff and interactions between each other, but I think they could shorten. I think if they do the remake, they could shorten it. They could cut it maybe by half, honestly, maybe or at least a third, and then they could also include that tournament that they didn't finish, and probably the rest of the manga, like the whole manga. So it's how many volumes is the manga here? They did 101 episodes.
31.
Holy shit! 31 volumes
and 276 chapters.
I don't know how many chapters they got into the original. That's a good question, but I'm guessing they got at least halfway through. But yeah, I probably should have looked that up beforehand. But yeah, so Slam Dunk could definitely use the remake. It was one of the most charming shows of the 90s. It brought basketball popularity to Japan. Partly because like the 90s was like a big boom for basketball with Michael Jordan and all that, you know, and also the Slam Dunk uniforms were basically the Bulls uniforms. Which is funny. Sure,
yeah, exactly.
It's just a really, really good show. It's one of the top manga on my anime list. It's number 6. And it's like Berserk. It needs a proper, full, complete adaptation. But the original, I would say, the original is worth watching at least some of it. For sure, at least the openings. Like the openings are so nostalgic, it's like ridiculous. And I wasn't even like a teenager at that time. I was too young for that. But it's still like super nostalgic. So at least go watch the openings to the original show. But yeah, as for who would make Slam Dunk, let's just like make the characters look like Kuroko basketball and just fucking call it a day. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Basketball's good.
If they gave them those character designs, I would fucking riot. That would piss me off so much. Because the Slam Dunk character designs are 50 times better than the Kuroko basketball designs. It's not even close.
Get out of here.
They look like
here we
shit,
go.
Bro.
Get
90s designs are better. Fuck off. All right. Except maybe the chicks. Maybe the chicks were a little better nowadays.
Agree to disagree.
I don't know who would do this one. Let's give it to Science Saru and fucking Masaki Yuasa Slam Dunk. Let's go.
Ping pong animation Slam Dunk.
That'd be dope. I don't know. Dude, give it to Junichi Sato. Let's do it. I don't know what studio though.
Nick just says Junichi
Sato.
Junichi
Sato could do Berserk too. He'd do Berserk.
Yeah. For everything.
And he would do. Yeah, I should have said him for Yokohama Shopping Log, like in a serious note, because that's like he did Aria, so he like knows how to do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what's up, dude. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna mention some of my other ones that I didn't get around to talking about. If you want us to, like, we could honestly go on for like another 2 hours, but like, just some ones I want to mention real quick. And if you want us to do this episode again, where we talk about these, I would love to do that. But there was this OVA called Metal Angel Marie, which was like this walked so Chobits could run, in my opinion. But this guy who was a lonely bastard, super smart, Dexter's Laboratory, 16, 17-year-old kid, makes an android girlfriend, and he makes her look exactly like the most prettiest girl in school, and it's called her. He names her Marie. That one is a good one. I'd also think Dragon Half Ninku, which I've said several times. I've talked about several times. Maps.
It's the show that Sam has only seen. It's literally the GIF of Arrested Development saying, there are dozens of us.
Yeah, dozens.
I think there might only be a dozen fans of Ninku. No one's ever heard of that show.
Which is funny because like I've never read the manga, and I still haven't seen every episode because not every episode has been translated yet. So it's like, yeah. But shout out to Fusuke the Wind. I would love to see a remake of Maps in terms of like writing and animation, obviously. The OVA didn't cover everything of the manga, and the manga ran for a long time. If you're a patron, you know that this is like my next Does It Hold Up episode coming out for Somcasts. So I would love to see a full adaptation of that. It's just such a unique, like it's a unique sci-fi story. The battleships in it are really cool. The characters are cool. Everyone loves scantily clad sci-fi badass chicks, and that's exactly who La Pumara is. She's like she just wears like red ribbons for her outfit. She wears red undies and then like a red ribbon around her body, and then she cuts people. It's sick. And then I would love to see them do a remake of Elfen Lied.
We reviewed that one.
Faithful to the mango chutney. Yes, we
It
reviewed
was
this.
delightfully camp.
Yeah. I would love them to redo this completely faithful to the manga and better writing and better dub, for sure. Any last minute mentions you guys want to talk about real quick?
I would say, okay, I forgot to mention. I think Slam Dunk should just be redone by Toei Animation. Just give it to their A team. But yeah, okay. As for my extra stuff, I think we can agree that Fooly Cooly FLCL needs another remake, right, guys?
Or just
Right?
not exist.
All right, what else you got?
And by that I mean we take all the remakes they did do and just bury them in the desert along with ET. So there you go. Okay.
Those got uncovered.
I'm not a huge Tokyo Ghoul person, but everyone says it needs a remake.
Really?
From what I'm reading, so from what I heard, the ending to Tokyo Ghoul isn't what happens in the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending to Tokyo Ghoul or the second season.
Yeah, after the
right?
first
Yeah.
after the first season, it really like I don't know. People didn't like it. So,
Yeah.
my other one that I would like to see actually is Sword Art Online. I know they're doing as Sword Art Online progressive, right? Is that still a thing? Is that
Are you talking about because of the plot holes or whatever?
no?
I've
Just
explained this to people
because like
15
I wanted
times.
to like see them play that first game for like 100 levels.
Yes. So okay, the writer of the novels is writing a series called Progressive that fills in all of those gaps.
Yeah.
And they're coming out with movies. The first
Okay,
movie
they're already
is called
doing
Aria
that?
of a Star-
Shit, all right.
Yeah. The first movie is called Aria of a Starless Night, and the second one is
Oh,
coming
you had
out
me at
like,
Aria.
very soon. Yeah, all right.
That's all I got.
What a fucking clown! I see.
You had me at Aria. Oh man. All right, Danny, any last minute ones for you or?
I mean, I think I've mentioned this in our first like kind of like sequel reboot kind of thing, but Ouran High School Host Club definitely needs a reboot, readaptation.
That was pretty good,
all
wasn't
works. It was, but there is a lot more that happens in the manga.
Oh, they just didn't they didn't finish it all.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
the ending for the anime, definitely it was a good ending. Like it was a definitely kind of like nice chapter to close. But they could have done more for it.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
yeah, like I think they actually end up going to find Tamaki's mom and all that kind of stuff. So there's that. Another one, I mentioned this numerous of times. Princess Jellyfish definitely needs a good readaptation.
Oh, yeah. Why don't they just continue where they left off? Just do the Berserk thing,
I mean,
except don't do it CG.
They could.
Just do it for all of these.
That's why Princess Jellyfish and Orin High School Host Club can definitely get a good sequel. Like, it doesn't really necessarily need to have a readaptation. So they can definitely, just start up a new season and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Those are the only two that I can really think of.
Nice.
That's good, because that's all we have time for, Danny. My patience wears thin.
Dude, let us know. God, let us know some of the anime you think needs a remake, needs a facelift, a makeover. What y'all think? I would love to hear what y'all's thoughts on that. If you want us to do this episode again, because I got about Nick had 5 more on his list, and I had about 4 or 5 more.
Yeah, but I picked all my good ones.
I had one more.
Yeah.
Nick had Ranma Half too. I would love to see a remake of that too, but
I don't know. I like Ranma Half.
No, it's probably
The
good.
original is good.
I said maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's great.
I just wrote it down.
It is good. It is great.
love
Yeah.
Somebody
Rumiko
did a
Takahashi
list
talks
of
make me wanna-
on CBR or Ranker. They had a list of anime that should be remade. Cowboy Bebop. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, whoever that writer is, I want to talk.
Fire them into the sun.
What the hell?
You need to get a hobby, dude. Holy shit. Get a job.
I think
Anyway.
maybe that's where I got the Ranma Half from. I maybe got it from that same list. That's why Danny's all upset. It's probably good as it is. I don't know.
It is. It's great.
But yeah, let us know what your thoughts are, and then hell yeah, dude, I would love to see it. That being said, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for listening every week. I love all your support, and thank you for everyone who wished me a happy birthday last week. I really appreciate it. This past weekend, I didn't do much. I told everyone to leave me alone, and that's kind of what they did.
Staycation.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. I just worked on my comic for half the day. I slept another part of the day, and then was really fat the rest of the day. It was awesome. But yeah, dude. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And to people who sent me gifts for my birthday, thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't deserve that. So thank you. But yeah, I love you guys very much. I love you just the way you are. I've been Sam. That's been Danny. That's been Nick. And we've been the Anime Summit podcast.